Hi, I'm Miguel Garcia and I have a video about Miguel Garcia for 127 people. Now, it's been a really long time since I've done a story time video. Mostly because I feel like nowadays that's kind of a 2014 type of video idea. And I'm a new generation. I'm a millennial. I'm not a boomer, I'm a sooner. I'm not old kids in the block, I'm a new kids on the block. I don't sashay, I shantae. I'm not old Mexico, I'm new Mexico. My point is, I don't really have a lot of stories, or stories that I'm comfortable sharing. I think since it's spring, right now is the best time to talk about it. We're not going to talk about that thing that's happening around the world everywhere because it's really bumming me out these days. I just want to go shopping. I just want to go shopping. We're gonna talk about tornado season. I don't know if I should say where I live, but that's what spring does here. Where I live, we have the worst tornado. Texas, you can't take away that title from us. Like all the other states, they got their own cool little thing. We have nothing. Except tornadoes. We have the worst tornadoes ever. We actually have the largest tornado ever recorded in history. You can look it up and then you'll find out where I live. Don't stalk me. I mean, why would you want to stalk me? Stalk a Kardashian or something. The largest tornado ever recorded was an EF5 tornado. I'm not a geologist, a weatherologist. I don't know. I don't even know all the 51 states of America. But it was the worst recorded tornado in history, and it didn't even happen that long ago. It only happened in 2013, and I was alive in 2013. I was 9 years old. 9 years old, going on 10, I think. I was in 3rd grade. This was actually the worst tornado experience I've ever gone through. It still kind of traumatizes me. Let's talk about it because story time. It was the last day of school. I was having fun, saying hi to all of my 2 friends, and we were like actually celebrating, and I was getting ready to say goodbye because the end of the day was coming. Nowadays, this is the most amazing sound you'll ever hear. When you're in 3rd grade, hearing this sound is like one of the most confusing things. This is the sound. If you're in high school, you love this sound. Miguel Garcia, you're being checked out. I mean, nowadays I don't get checked out because look at my body. I was confused, but I was happy to be going home, especially when I found out that my whole family was in the house watching the weather. I was sad because I wanted to say goodbye to my teacher and my friend. So I was a bit confused and hesitant, but I was like, I mean, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna say, hey, Mom, keep me here for like another hour? I can't do that. I'm a kid. They don't listen to kids. Itchy, 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 itchy. So I get taken home. Actually, I don't even think it was my mom that picked me up. I think it was one of my uncles. If your parents don't pick you up, that must mean something is wrong. So I get to my house and I see my cousins are there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're having a party. We're having a party. We're having a party. So I was like, sitting down, eating some gorditas, getting gordito. It was lovely. It was nice. I was talking to my cousins. I was in my room making flowers out of pipe cleaners. Do any of my videos make sense? No, I'm poor. I don't make any sense. Like an hour into it, my family's sitting on the couch, looking at the news, looking worried. I have no idea what's happening. I'm still like, we're having a party. I have a cousin. Her name is Bridget. If she's watching this, hi Bridget. Hi! She's always been older than me, and I always saw her as a bit of a tough guy, like a really rough guy. She's a girl. And she was like getting teary up, and I'm like, wow, someone must have died. Turns out we were. I was like, okay, guys, what's happening? And then I have the miraculous idea of going outside and looking up and realizing, oh, the sky is gray. Like really gray. Like that doodle of a cloud I did one time in kindergarten gray. Like a 1950 movie gray. Like the 2 hairs on my dad's head gray. Well, it's probably gonna rain. But the more you look at it, the more you realize, oh, that's really bad. Yeah, it wasn't good. Turns out we were in for a tornado. Now, I've had previous experiences with tornadoes. What usually happens is I panic, I have a freak out, and then we go to the hospital because it's the safest place apparently. Not in these times. What usually happens with tornadoes where I live is that they always miss. Our house is like guarded by Jesus himself. Jesus, I think, lives on top of our house because nothing ever happens. My uncles and aunts, their houses get flooded, their fence knocked down. Our house stays in perfect condition. Actually, not even that long ago, there was a storm and our neighbor's tree collapsed. It almost destroyed the roof. So it was really strange that my family was deciding to evacuate because I guess this time the tornado was not gonna miss. So I began to pack. I'm a dumb child, so I didn't pack anything that would actually be useful. Here's what you should pack. Granola bars, bottles of water, things that would actually be useful. Here's what I did. I packed up the flowers that I was supposed to bring. But my parents told me, hey, there's no need to pack because it's all gonna get shredded to the ground. No, it didn't get shredded to the ground, thankfully. I still brought the flowers with me out of comfort and hoping that the Virgen de Guadalupe would be here at this very moment. She was not. What ended up happening is we had to go into the car and we had to drive away. Which, first of all, if you know anything about tornadoes, is that the safest place to be is a basement, obviously. The most unsafe place to be is in a car. So why would you evacuate? A tornado can easily pick up a car and just... So why were we driving away? Oh, because we think we can outdrive a tornado. You're wrong. My mom tells me this part of the story so many times every time we bring this topic up, and that is that my uncle took his kid and me and drove away. I was supposed to go with my mom and brother. I did not. It was just us three dudes driving away. I'm surprised I didn't cry because I really was attached to my mom, but my mom, obviously she wasn't gonna be fine. Her child just got basically kidnapped. I mean, by someone we know, but got kidnapped. I wish I kidnapped. Thank you. So we begin driving away, and I'm still not fully scared. I mean, I realize that the world around me is beginning to collapse, but I'm still not at my breaking point. And then my breaking point happened. As we were driving away, the sky looks a little bit like this, and it's beginning to sink in, oh, this is for real. But the moment that made me realize our life could be in serious danger right now is when a lightning bolt hit the house right next to us. Yeah, that broke me. This is when I began crying. My cousin, he was younger than me, still is younger. Well, that's how it works there. They stay younger than you. He tells me that he's proud of himself because he didn't cry. Listen, I'm a sensitive child. I gotta cry when I gotta cry. My uncle obviously understood, like, a lightning bolt just actually destroyed the house right next to us, so a kid's gonna cry. And the more we drive, the further we get, and maybe closer to civilization. And we would find a new home and be far away from the dangers that nature brings us. We passed by a YMCA. This was back when we still went to the gym. I mean, they went to the gym. I sat in the kids' lounge and watched the episodes of Jessie that I was unable to watch because we couldn't afford cable. I was beginning to feel a little safe because the clouds over here were not as dark. They were more white. I think I'm a little racist towards clouds because the darker they are, the more I'm scared of them. That is definitely some sort of prejudice towards clouds. So I begin to stop sobbing. But then this thing begins bubbling up inside of me. I need to pee, but do I let them know? Right now, why would I pee? Like, we're running from our lives and I'm gonna be like, hold on. No, that's not what's gonna happen. But I began holding it in. This part was a little scary. We began to drive into like sort of the countryside. It was like 20 minutes away from my house. What am I talking about, the countryside? It was like less houses, I'll say. And there wasn't even a road, it was just gravel and flat land. Perfect for lightning to strike you. Very intellectual family. I remember seeing this little thing forming to the top. It was like spinning. And then BAM! There it is. Just kidding, it didn't fully form. It did scare me. I told my uncle, what is that? Why is it spinning? Oy, hijo. It's fine. No, it's gonna be okay. That's not the right accent. I still need to pee. At this point, it was just raining. No, it was just raining, so no signs of tornado. Still scary though. We reach a part of the traffic where there's traffic. So we just gotta wait with the rest of the cars and wait to die. Spoiler alert. Didn't die. So now we just have to wait for the traffic to clear up. So I was feeling safe, if a little bit bored. Yeah, it only takes a tornado and 20 minutes of driving and now I'm bored. So I was like, still need to pee. So I said, hey, I need to pee. And he told me, you can go outside and pee. And then I look behind me and look at the storm and I'm like, do you guys have a bottle or anything? Luckily he had a bottle. He put his lips on it, so technically he kissed my no square. So I began to pee in the bottle. I'm acting as if I don't do this. I could show you pee bottles right now, but I am disgusting. I peed in the bottle. It felt kind of liberating, but it was great because I just felt 10 pounds lighter after I did it. And we had to dispose of the bottle. This part is gross. This is a bottle. This is a window. Here's what you're supposed to do. Just and drop it. Here's what I do. I blame gravity for this, not my stupidity. That's not what pee sounds like. All over the car. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't drop the whole pee bottle on the ground, but I did drop a good amount and my uncle got mad at me. He made this noise. Nah. A little bit more driving and we are finally able to go to the roads freely. We drive, we drive, we drive. then we drive, but then we drive, and we finally get home. Thankfully, my family is already there. None of them died. This did make me upset when I was little. We were stuck in traffic for like a good 2-3 hours. They were able to go to the gas station and get Gatorades and donuts. Huh? I had to pee in a bottle and you over here getting donuts without me? Huh? What are you gonna do? There wasn't a gas station. I couldn't ask. He wasn't gonna pay for me. This always happens every time there's a storm. Is that every time a storm happens, a big storm that like destroys so many things, it like causes havoc, destroys houses, makes trees fall into houses. The very next day, it is absolutely beautiful outside. I don't know, I think it's Mother Nature trying to repay us. She's like, I'm so sorry for everything I did. I'm sorry that it caused all that havoc. I destroyed so many properties. All your businesses are gone. You're gonna have to rebuild this up. And if you don't have insurance, you are truly screwed over. So I'm gonna repay y'all. Let's make it absolutely beautiful the next day. There's birds over here. There's unicorns over here. There's something over here. I want y'all to be absolutely great. Mother Nature. It flips you upside down, then it flips you right back up. So like everything was back to normal. It was beautiful the next day. What did we do with this? We stayed inside and watched cartoons because we didn't want to associate with the outside world because most of the world was destroyed and I couldn't go to the ice cream store because that was destroyed too. So that's the story. That was the story of the worst tornado that I've ever experienced and also the worst tornado that the world experienced. Yeah, I lived through historical events. Oh, and our house was completely fine. It didn't get destroyed. Maybe Mother Nature was like, I will destroy everything except for YouTube sensation Miguel Garcia's house because that little one's gonna grow up to be something big. And by big, she meant thank you so much for watching this video because I don't know why you wouldn't enjoy watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe because I'm very, very desperate. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, Mother Nature. You old bitch. Bye, Miguel Garcia. I hate that horror. Let's start something big. What about a global pandemic?